Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Hawkeye. We're up to episode 4, Partners. Am I right? Okay. In the last episode, of course, it looked like Jack was holding Ronan's sword to Hawkeye's throat, to Clint's throat. I asked last time, what's going to happen? Are they going to fight? Are they going to talk? Are they going to know each other? You know, because there's comics people are telling me that in the comics, Jack's character actually trained Hawkeye's character. Is Kate going to get involved? You know, who knows? Kate thinks that he killed his uncle and is a threat to her mother. The threat to her mother part, I don't know. Her mother might be just as bad as he is, if not worse. We don't know. There's some comics people are saying that she was a character too, and a bad character. So I don't know. We have to see what happens here, man. Let's go. Previously on. Yeah.
Nathaniel. From the wreckage of the Avengers.
Oh, we're gonna find out what the watch is finally.
New York Police Department. Miss Bishop, can you
and we're finally gonna get back to this cop, right? That was in episode 2. And we never heard from him again. So I guess we're gonna finally get to meet him.
But I can pull up on Jack. And I've just been...
Yeah, I didn't catch that last time. But the lockout happened apparently right after she started investigating Jack, right? So there must have been some kind of trigger in place if somebody was snooping around Jack to lock it out.
There you are.
Jack, no!
They don't seem to know each other.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so they diffused it a little here.
I wouldn't really describe us as friends.
Avengers level threat?
Well, not exactly.
Not exactly.
But you are working together.
Not exactly. I don't see any recognition between Clint and Jack, but Clint really does want that sword back.
I mean, she's pretty good at all this, but...
Natasha Romanoff was pretty damn good at it, wasn't she?
That really hurt. I mean, part of me wants to think she doesn't know the connection he had to Natasha, but part of me also thinks maybe she did, and she said that on purpose to sting him.
See.
Clint.
Yeah.
Do you...
Ah, he got it back. Laura, that's his wife, right?
It's urgent.
Who is she calling? One Kingpin, maybe?
He's really busy.
That friend of yours?
And learning Russian and
Oh.
being a 10. I thought the same thing about your fancy outfit.
Okay, so she absolutely knows he was running.
Well, that's what I promise.
I know what everybody's saying about, or not everybody, some people are saying about Clint might die in this, and they sure are layering it on that he might. I sure hope that that's just misdirection. Please don't kill the only like grounded character in all of the Avengers area of the MCU. Please.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, at least she said thanks to him.
Mom,
You never know what you're gonna get.
That's not what they say.
What? I guess.
Kate is like confused at this point. She is very at one side of her is happy for her mother to see her all happy. The other side is still weirded out by Jack. The dog here? No, intercom. Where is the dog? There's the dog.
Hey! Got any more of that slushy stuff?
Oh, Hawaiian Christmas.
Good boy.
He covers the parts that won't come off.
Well, now you're problem solving. Why would I ever want to use a boomerang?
Ha! That I know is a reference to the comics. I've not seen the Hawkeye comics, but I remember somebody watching the trick arrows and asking if there was going to be a boomerang arrow because it was in the comics.
Eyes full of bolts. Whoa.
Nice.
I snap. Just gotta make sure you get that curve. It's just a little one.
Oh no, she's going to hit the tube.
God.
Well, eventually. Huh, nice.
I met someone.
Oh, Nat. Oh boy. The shot he didn't take. Because he was sent to kill Nat and he didn't kill her. Turned out to be his best friend. Oh my gosh. That's what he's going to talk about.
I was sent to take her out.
I'm so glad we're getting this. You know, I mean, we had the quick emotional scene in game, but for him to talk about it and to, you know, to choke up, and I like this. I like that we're getting more of his feelings about it, about her.
It's all right. It's
That must have been devastating.
Is she going to piece together here at this point that he became Ronin?
yeah, there were no words.
And she's figured it out. She just doesn't want to come out and say it.
It's you, isn't it?
Yeah, she did say it. Uh-oh. He's taking out the hearing aid. Something's going to happen. And he's not going to hear it. Okay, I was totally wrong about that. It was just bad memories of losing that. Oh, he's got a mug that says Thanos was right. Apparently it's a meme or something, right? Even in the MCU, it's a meme.
Coffee.
If you make it worth my while.
Worth our while.
What are they going to want to make it worth their while? We'll find out. One owner?
Let's get it done.
So he's basically come to say, get her to stop chasing after Ronan or else she's going to die. In other words, Clint's going to end up having to kill her?
Can I have my gun back?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think? I'm guessing he threw it on top of the building, not out into the street or somewhere where some kids can get it.
I know a certain someone who needs a little help with theirs.
He's not going to wear that costume.
Great.
Hey, oh.
Uh-oh. Now, what was the Rolex? Because I remember them mentioning that, him and his wife. That must be the watch, but what is the significance? Is that Tony's watch? There's a lot of speculation that it's the watch that he like manipulated in Civil War, I think, where it, like a hand came out of it, a armored hand, a Iron Man hand came out of it. But I don't know. What is it?
Signal, Kate, all right?
Yeah, she's already gone. I knew
Kate?
it.
Can I tell you a secret?
Please don't do this.
I was talking to an Avenger.
Oh, God.
He's in my ear.
So that smug look on her face implies she did that on purpose to get him to leave so that she'd be left alone up there. Pretty sneaky.
What do you do with this giant bow problem? Living room's all clear.
The alarm's going off.
Belongs to someone I used to work with.
Oh, it is a Stark one then. Oh no, so the friend is still alive. It would blow their cover, goodbye friend. So it's not Tony. Blow their cover, goodbye friend. Who is retired? I can't think of who this is. Oh, that's not Maya.
Who the hell? Incoming.
This isn't Nat's sister, is it? Kind of stuck. That'll help. So somebody who's not averse to using guns, very good physically. This person is fighting like a widow. So is it going to be Yelena? Yes, it's definitely a widow. But she doesn't want to hurt Kate, because Kate's not her target. Oh no. That look. Oh. He's looking down at her falling. The visual is just like when Nat was falling. Oh yeah, he's got two to fight. Oh, that should... No, it wouldn't screw her up because it's... I was thinking it might screw Maya up because it's all noise. It's like a flashbang sort of thing. But it'll screw up Yelena if that's who that is. Ow! Blonde. It's Yelena. It is. And that's going to be the end, right? Oh, boy. Oh, man. Let's see if there's a... They don't normally do after credits in the middle, you know, not in the final episode, but just in case. I don't want to miss it. No after credits scene. Okay. Okay. No mid credits or after credits. All right. It is Yelena. Yeah. I mean, we saw the actor plain as day. So she came to. You got to think she came to do what Val told her to do, which, well, Val didn't tell her to do anything to Hawkeye. Val just said, do you want to have a crack at the guy who killed your sister? Which, of course, is not what happened. But so she went there to have a crack at him. Now, the question I have is, it ended, she could have kept fighting, but she decided to stop. She looked at Kate and kind of shook her head a little bit, and Kate, you know, didn't fire. It's almost as if Yelena's realized something or wants to reconsider something or think about something before she goes through with it. Because, did I say Kate? I meant Yelena. Because she kind of backed off. She surely could have kept fighting. There was nothing to stop her from doing that. She didn't care that there were two of them. She didn't care that there were technically three of them when Maya was fighting her. And I gotta give it to the writers to have Kate's character actually shoot Maya, literally with a real arrow piercing her. Of course, Maya just ripped it out, which is probably dangerous, but you know, still badass, tough stuff. So what is Yelena gonna do? I mean, obviously, I don't think. I mean, the people who think that Clint's gonna die are probably convinced now that it's Yelena who's going to kill him. I don't think that's going to happen. I still don't think he's going to die. I really don't want him to, and I don't think they're that dumb. He's like the only happy character in the entire universe with his family, so they can't kill him off. So Yelena's probably going to figure out that he was actually Nat's best friend and not her killer. Maybe he'll end up telling her the story of how it actually happened, because at some point she's going to let him know who she is to Nat, I imagine. You know, it'd be something she'd want to do prior to killing him if she was going to go through with that, right? So I can imagine at some point he's going to tell her the story of how Nat actually died and why she died and how she made that decision herself, you know? So I'm gonna love that when that happens. But this was fun. Yeah, people were speculating that the hooded figure was going to be Yelena, and once we realized that person was attacking Clint and fighting Clint, while Maya was in the apartment fighting with Kate, then it kind of became, yeah, that probably is her. And sure enough, it was. Well, this has gotten kind of interesting. There's that whole, like I said, man. Will Clint live? I think he will. I think they're going to continue to tease the audience to thinking that he might not. But I think he will. Yelena's going to... I still have high hopes that she will live up to her sister's memory, to her sister's honor, or whatever you want to call it, and become a part of the New Avengers as their Black Widow, which means she has to fall out of grace with Val, because Val's trying to set up this other shadow organization, right? And so she has to leave that. And so I'm hoping by the end of this series that she will come to realize who Clint was, come to realize that Val is not good, and Clint maybe puts her in the right place, you know, points her to the right people, sort of thing. I don't know. This is my hopeful, wishful thinking. Will he get home in time for Christmas, assuming he lives? I kind of think it will. I kind of think that this series will end with him, maybe Kate, maybe Yelena, arriving home late on Christmas Day so that they can still have met the goal to be there by Christmas. I want this series to end that way. Will it? I don't know. I want it to. I'm a hopeful romantic, I guess. But that whole bit between Clint and Yelena is going to be really cool. I sure hope I remembered her name right, and I'm not completely screwing it up when I call her Yelena. I think that's her name. That's going to be really cool. Kate, now all of a sudden, the whole stuff with Kate and Jack and Jack's and Kate's mom and all that stuff's all like, I don't care about that. I care about Yelena now. But we still have to resolve that stuff. We still have to resolve the Tracksuit Mafia. We still have to resolve Echo, who herself is going to, obviously she's going to have her own series, and all the comic book people say she becomes kind of a good person at points and sometimes a bad person, but so maybe in her series she can be a good person. So we have her whole arc to go over, and we only have like 2 more episodes. This is 4, right? We have 6 total. Lots going to happen in the next 2 episodes. Wow. I loved it. It wasn't, I don't think it's as good as the previous episode, but it was pretty good. And a lot of humor, a lot of action, and at the end, some really big, oh my God moments. So, I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if I missed something, or if you've got some theories about what's going to happen. Do you think Clint's going to die? Do you think Yelena is going to come out of this series realizing she's working for the wrong team? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.